coffee still warm on the counter where you left it. Your keys were on the table by the door. I stood there in the hallway with 1,000 things to tell you, but my mouth stayed shut like it had done before. I watched the headlights sweep across the ceiling, heard your engine fade out down the lane, and every word I'd practiced in the mirror dissolved like morning fog into the rain. We'd been dancing round the truth for going on 3 seasons. 2 people good at saying nothing right. I'd rehearsed it on the porch 100 evenings, but the words would always scatter with the night. You asked me once if something still was holding. I said I'm fine, the way I always said. And you believed me, or you needed to believe me. So we both let go the things that went unsaid. Now the hallway holds a quiet like a question, and your coffee cup's still sitting where you set it. I think about the moment I could have reached for you, but I folded up my hands and let you let it. There's a draft comes through the window every evening. It feels like all the words I swallowed whole. I never said what I meant before you walked away, and now the silence is the heaviest thing I hold. I never said what I meant before you walked away. Stood there like a stone while love was slipping through my hands. I had the words, I had the moment, I had a reason, but I let you leave without you knowing where I stand. Now I talk to empty rooms and rainy windows, rehearsing lines for someone who won't stay. I never said what I meant, Lord, I never said what I meant before you walked away. There was a time we talked till the candles burned to nothing. Fill the kitchen with the small and sacred things. But somewhere in that sad second year of loving. We traded words for just the quiet that it brings. You'd read your book, I'd stare into the ceiling. The clock would tick, the evening hours through, and neither one of us reached out across the table. We let the silence say what we were afraid to. I think I loved you in the spaces between sentences, in the way you stirred your cup without a sound. And maybe you were waiting for me to start the conversation, but I kept watching seasons come around. We got comfortable inside our own two distances, like two old houses leaning on the same block. And what we felt just sat there in the middle, like a letter no one ever stopped to unlock. Friends would ask us how we've been, and we'd say wonderful. We smiled the smile of people who'd agreed to keep the tender, private things protected by never letting anyone else see. But the truth was we were guarding something broken, polishing the surface till it shone. We let the silence say what we were afraid to. And then one day the silence lived here all alone. We let silence say what we were afraid to. All those long and careful evenings, side by side, two people with a lifetime full of feelings, too tender or too stubborn or too tired. Now I hear your name and feel the weight of quiet, all the unsung words still living in the blue. We let silence say what we were afraid to, and the silence said we're through. It was raining on a Tuesday when you called me, just to say you found found a box of older things, photos from the summer up in Gatlinburg, a ticket stub, a letter on the string. I could hear you almost pause before you hung up, like you were waiting for me just to say your name. But I let the moment pass like all the others, and I've been standing in that moment ever since that day. There's a word for people like me, I suspected. Someone who keeps the good part buried deep, who stands on the edge of saying something tender, and trades the honest feeling for relief. I told myself that you already knew it, that love like ours didn't need to speak so loud. But quiet love still needs a voice behind it, and mine was hiding somewhere in the crowd. Now November brings your memory in sideways, through the smell of burning leaves and chimney smoke. I run the conversations back in slow time, find all the places where I nearly spoke. I nearly said I need you on a Wednesday. I nearly said don't go on New Year's night. I nearly said you're everything I'm made of, but I saved it for a day that didn't arrive. I still think about the words I didn't say, all the almost moments hanging in the air, the times I stood right on the edge of something real, then turned and walked back to the safety of nowhere. I still see you in the early morning quiet, in the pause before the day begins to wait. I still think about the words I didn't say, and how they matter more today. A slammed door I could have understood, a raised voice, a broken glass, some anger I could meet. But you just gathered up your quiet, folded everything with care, and found your feet. You thanked me for the years like they were borrowed, said you hoped I'd find the peace I always chased, and then you pulled the door to with a softness that I still feel like a hand against my face. See, a storm would have been easier to argue with. I'd have known what to hold on to, what to fight. But you were calm the way a winter morning's calm, too still, too clear, too absolutely right. You decided long before that Tuesday, while I was going about my ordinary days. You'd made your peace and packed your gentle leaving, and left me standing in its gentle haze. I've replayed how I might have seen it coming, all the little ways the light had started fading, how you stopped asking me about my day at 6 o'clock, how your laugh had slowly started waiting. I should have noticed how you'd stopped complaining, 'cause that was when you'd already let go. You saved your last best kindness for my leaving, and softly closed the door and let me know. You closed the door without slamming it, left the house in order, left me whole. No broken things, no bitterness to clean up, just a quiet, like a hand let go. And I think that's what has stayed with me the longest, not the leaving, but the grace that lived in it. You could have left me ruins, and you didn't. You just closed the door, gently closed the door, without slamming it. You were standing at the window with your suitcase in the gray of early morning, half in light. I was sitting at the table with my coffee, watching dust move through the kitchen, watching night turn to something cold and ordinary. Your coat was on, your mind was long since gone, and I sat there like a man without an answer, while the only life I loved was moving on. I've asked myself 1,000 rainy evenings what I thought was gonna happen if I spoke, if my voice would have crossed that morning distance, or if something in me quietly had broke. I think I knew that you'd already chosen the way you know the end of something near, and I loved you just enough to let you have it, instead of pulling you back down to here. You looked at me just once before the taxi, and in your eyes I saw you saying thank you for the years, for the life, for not making it harder, for being still when every nerve said chase you. I lifted up my hand the way you wave at someone leaving for a place they need to be, and I watched you leave without trying to stop you, 'cause the truest thing I had was setting you free. If this song found something quiet deep inside you, some memory you've been carrying on your own, stay close, like, subscribe, come back when you need it. You were never meant to carry it alone. I watched you leave without trying to stop you, watch the cab go down the road and round the bend, and I sat back down and finished up my coffee, like a man who knew that love had met its end. Not with fire, not with fury, just with mourning, just a suitcase and a silence and a wave. I watched you leave without trying to stop you, and I think that was the bravest thing I gave. Started sometime in the fall, if I remember, when the calls got short and texts went unreturned. Not with anger, nothing sharp or broken open, just a quieter fire, just a slower burn. You'd be tired when I called after supper, and I'd say I understand, which I did, but understanding's just a polished way of letting something precious slowly sink beneath the lid. We still met on Sundays for a while there. You'd bring coffee, I'd have nothing new to say. We talk about the weather and the neighbors, then sit back in our corners of the day. I remember trying hard to think of something real, some thread I hadn't pulled before. But we'd used up all the easy conversations, and neither one of us would reach for more. I don't think there was a night it ended clearly. No Last Supper, no ceremony or sign, just a Sunday that we didn't bother planning, and then another, and I stopped watching mine. I still have your number in my contacts, right below the names I use each day, but I haven't pressed it in so many seasons that your voice is halfway started to decay. We talked less until there was nothing left to say, traded slowly all our words for open space, where the laughter used to live, there's just an echo, and where you used to be, there's just your empty place. We didn't lose it all at once, we spent it nickel after nickel, day by day. We talked less until there was nothing, nothing but the quiet, nothing but the nothing. We talked less until there was nothing left to say. September came and went just like October, and the phone stayed quiet on the kitchen shelf. I'd find myself at 10 o'clock just listening to the kind of silence that embarrasses itself. I told myself by now you would have called me, that whatever pushed us out would pull us back. But November rolled in cold and undeniable, and your number never once lit up the black. I'd been so sure I knew the shape of us, that distance was a thing we'd always cross, that one of us would break before the winter and call the other one to count the cost. I'd even had the conversation ready, what I'd say, how I'd pretend I wasn't shook. But you never gave me anything to answer, just the silence than the imagined calls I took. Now I don't wait the way I used to wait. It's softened into something like a habit. I like checking for the sun on cloudy mornings. You still do it, even knowing where it's at. But somewhere in the back of every evening, when the house gets still and day gives up its name, part of me still tilts toward the old familiar and waits a beat for a call that never came. I kept waiting for a call that never came. Kept the ringer on, kept hoping you'd reach through. Kept a corner of my quiet just for listening, for the sound of you deciding to come to. Now the phone just rings with people selling something, and I answer every time in case it's changed. I kept waiting for a call that never came. I'm still waiting, still listening for a call that never came. The last time that I saw you was at Sarah's, back in March, when everything was green. You laughed about the cornbread being too dry, and I agreed, and neither one of us said anything. We hugged the way that people hug at parties, the kind that means see you around sometime. And I watched you back your car out of the driveway and thought nothing of it, which was the last crime. There was no scene, there was no naming of it, no sitting down to say, this is the end. We just kept losing track of calls and Sundays until the gap was too wide to pretend. I think we both knew somewhere in the autumn, when the texts got slow and holidays got skipped, that we were in the long tail of a something that had already quietly eclipsed. I have your birthday in my phone still penciled. I buy a card sometimes and then I don't. I think about the things I'd say if given the chance to call and give you what I want. because we've crossed to the side of the unspoken, where to name it now would make it real. And maybe we're both guarding something tender by leaving it inside the things we feel. If you've ever lost someone in all that silence, no last words, just a distance and a drift, stay here with us, subscribe, come back on evenings when memory needs somewhere soft to sit. We said goodbye without saying goodbye. No final words, no ceremony or tears, just a slow fade like the end of an old song that you don't notice till the music disappears. And now I'll pass your exit on the highway and lift my hand the way I always did. We said goodbye without saying goodbye, and somehow that's the most, the hardest, softest, most aching thing there is. We were standing on your porch in late October. The yellow light was bleeding through the screen. You'd said something and I'd answered with the wrong thing, and I knew it in the space between. The air just shifted, not a word about it. You went inside and I drove home in the rain. That was the beginning of the ending, though I didn't call it that until it came. Version 7, I say what I was meaning. I reach across and let my guard come down. I tell you that I've never been more certain of any patch of earth or any ground. In version 12, I don't get out of the car. I sit there in the driveway till you come back out, and you walk down in that old gray sweater, and I say the thing I always meant without the doubt. But every version ends the same come morning. Me in my own kitchen, you in yours. The real night standing still inside October. My wrong words hanging damp against the doors. I've worn the memory soft around the edges, like a stone you carry long enough to smooth. I've replayed that night 1,000 different ways, and not a single one has given me back you. I replayed that night 1,000 different ways, rewrote the porch, the rain, the yellow light, put better words into that man who stood there, and gave him just enough of grace to get it right. But memory's a film that only runs one direction, and the reel just keeps on ending where it ends. I replayed that night 1,000 different ways, and every time I lose you all over again. I thought the way I stayed meant I adored you. I thought my quiet mornings said the rest. I thought the way I always had your coffee ready meant I loved you more than I could manifest. I thought the way I slowed the truck down past your window on the nights I wasn't sure that you were fine, said every word I didn't know to offer. I thought you read the love between the lines. You told me near the end you'd felt like guessing, that you'd built your sense of us on maybe and perhaps. You said a woman needs to hear it spoken, not decoded from a stack of quiet acts. And I stood there understanding and not understanding how the love I thought was clear had gone unseen, how what I felt so large inside my own chest had come out to you as something in between. I learned late that love is also language, that the words aren't just a bonus to the truth, that somebody standing in your life means nothing if they never learn to say it straight to you. I loved you like a man who thought he showed it by being present, steady and around. But you needed something spoken, not just given. And I left you trying to find it on your own. I thought you knew what I never said out loud. Thought my presence was a language self-evident, agreed. But love without the word is just a mystery, and you were left out in the yard to figure it out. I thought you knew what I never said out loud, and that silence was the loudest thing I ever let come out.
It wasn't any one thing I can point to, no single fault line opened up the ground. It was more the way that water wears a stone down, so gradual you don't hear any sound. A Sunday skip became a Sunday habit. A habit became a month, became a year. And one morning I looked up from my routine and realized that you were no longer here. We were good at being busy with our living, working seasons and the in-between. And busy people make convincing strangers, moving parallel inside the same machine. I still knew your birthday and your sisters, still knew how you take your coffee in the fall. But I lost the living texture of you somehow. The way you think, the way you'd call. Now I see your name come up in conversation, and I smile the smile of someone who once knew. I say we drifted, which is true, and also gentle. It's the kindest word I have for me and you. Because the truth is we were capable of reaching, just too comfortable or careful or afraid. And we drifted apart one quiet day at a time, on a current neither one of us had made. If this song sounds like someone in your own life, someone you've been meaning to call back someday, hit subscribe and stay. These songs will keep on coming for the ones we loved and quietly let slip away. We drifted apart one quiet day at a time. No collision, no decision, just the drift. Two people carried off on separate currents, too far gone before we noticed there was rift. Now the river's wide drifted apart one quiet day at a time. And the quiet is the saddest, warmest thing I've ever known.
If I could go back to the night before the leaving, when the house still smelled like everything we built, when your clothes were still hung up on your side of things, and the only thing between us was my guilt, I'd sit you down in that old chair beside the window, the one that held the light on afternoons, and I would open up every room I bolted and walk you through every one of the silent rooms. I would say that you were home for me, the real kind, not the building, but the breathing and the being. I would say that I was slow and often frightened, and that fear mistook itself for something freeing. I would say the mornings made more sense beside you, that your laughter was the architecture of my days. I would say I loved you past the edge of language, and I should have said it sooner, should have said it always. I would say I'm sorry for the quiet Tuesday evenings when you needed me to cross the room and didn't. I would say the things I traded off for comfort were worth more than I knew when I was living them. I would say don't go, or if you go, come back to me. Or if you can't come back, then know this much is true. If I could go back, I'd say it all before you left. Every word I ever kept, every honest syllable, every love I owed to you. If I could go back, I'd say it all before you left. Put every feeling into plain and simple words. I'd stand there in the truth of what I felt for you, and finally let it out where it could be heard. I'd say I loved you in the way the old songs mean it, with everything I had and all I am. If I could go back, I'd say it all before you left. I wouldn't hold a single word, I wouldn't spare a single breath. And now, in the quiet after
the last chord fades, I wanna ask you something real. Which moment in this song stayed with you? Which line, which lyric, which minute took you somewhere? Tell me in the comments, I wrote it for you.
I was raised by men who swallowed what they carried, who called it strength, who called it being fine, who took the feelings down to the basement and believed that a man keeps things in line. So I held it in the way they held it, packed it neat behind a steady eye. Told myself that love was in the showing, not in all the soft and messy wire. You would ask me and I'd say not much is on my mind. I'd change the subject with a joke or task, and you were kind enough to not push past it. Though I know some evenings you would like to ask, what's behind that wall you keep so well constructed? What's the thing you carry when the night comes in? But I kept filling up the space with ordinary, and you kept letting me begin again. I understand the cruelty of all that holding, how keeping love inside is keeping it from them, how the person right beside you in the darkness is alone when you refuse to let them in. I had so much I could have offered over, so much tenderness I thought would keep till then. But the time I spent deciding it could wait was the time you spent deciding where and when. Too late, kept it locked inside a room I wouldn't show. Thought that love could wait on my conditions, that the right time was someplace I'd come to know. But the right time was a Tuesday, was a morning, was a look across the table over tea. I held it in until it was too late, and too late was as gentle and as final as anything could be.
There were things we felt but never spoke about. They lived between the kitchen and the hall. In the pause before we kissed on Monday mornings, in the way you'd catch my eye across the wall. I know you felt the weight of something heavy, some tenderness that pressed against the chest. We both breathed through it, bound to it in passing, and agreed without agreeing to let it rest. We never said the word that named the largest thing, the one that changes all the air around. I think we thought if we could keep it formless, it would stay safe above the solid ground. But unspoken things don't stay in their containers. They seep into the floorboards and the walls. They live in how you sleep and how you answer, in the echo down the ordinary halls. Now I'm left with all these formless, wordless feelings, like holding smoke inside an open hand. Things I knew without the language that I needed, things I felt but didn't learn to understand. And I think if I had named it when I had it in the kitchen on the morning when it rose, there would have been a different kind of story, one that opened up instead of one that closed. There were things we felt but never spoke out loud, kept them in the category of implied, like we thought the feeling was enough without the saying, like the saying was a place we couldn't hide. But now the things we felt are just the ache of what the world will never see or know. There were things we felt but never spoke about them, and they live in me, the same way rivers live beneath the snow. I've been trying to locate the exact evening when the light between us shifted to polite, when the asking how you're doing became surface, and the laughing became something not quite right. There wasn't any door we walked through different, no weather that I know of changed the air. I just know that somewhere in the middle we went from everything to careful, and from there we still use all the old familiar language. Your name in my mouth still fits the way it did, but the weight behind the words has gone on somewhere, and what's left is just the outline and the grid. I wonder if you feel it when we're talking, that particular chill beneath the warmth, that we are doing fine at the performance, but have lost the thing that lives behind the form. I saw a photograph from years ago last Tuesday. We were laughing at something neither could recall, and I stared at those two people for a long time. Two people who had never built a wall, who hadn't learned to edit what they're feeling, or to package up affection just in case. I still don't know when we became these strangers, wearing old familiar names on unfamiliar faces. I still don't know when we became strangers. Can't find the date or season on the map. I just know that now there's something careful in the place where we were easy, and that's that. And I miss you in the way you miss the version of yourself before you learn to guard the door. I still don't know when we became strangers, but I'd give most anything to not know how to be one anymore.